It's time to make dreams a reality.
Don't you just love this time of year?
This is why we got the one shining moment you knew, yeah. In a one shining moment you're willing to try. In a one shining moment you knew.
The magic of March.
All right, welcome everybody back to Winter Madness 2025. I am Kenny Riley, joined with Mr. Joe Carroll today in the booth. Obviously, we have switched up our seating arrangements, so we are getting ready for our first 9 o'clock match, which is going to be against Mr. Dan Stretch and Mr. John Kornahrens. We are going to be playing Montecito Club, Joe. We've seen this course before. Two excited competitors looking to take on the course located up in California. I'm excited to see how they do, Joe.
Man, get some coffee golf going.
You know, it's going to be pretty easy. We only have one match for the 9 o'clock hour, but we are absolutely stacked coming through the day today. So we will be hoping that you guys will join us and take a look at the first match starting here shortly.
Boys ready? Go ahead.
Give a little handshake.
Yeah, you're live.
Man, just got to saddle back up.
I tell you what, I'm feeling good. Excited about this match. Two fierce competitors here. Looks like Mr. Dan Stretch will be first on the box here at number 1 Montecito Club, measuring 364 yards. Pretty diabolical fairway here.
Not a lot of flat lies here.
And I tell you what, it's on a hillside. It's going to be interesting. All right, Stretch's shot is off, headed up the left side. It looks like it's going to settle in just fine. Very good swing for Mr. Dan Stretch.
John setting up here, also grabbing the big dog.
Could do both, who knows?
Need to get that lapel mic going.
I could do both. I could do. All right, powerful swing here from John, heading up the right side.
Oh, he's going to like that.
Yes. Carrying 260 yards, settling into a perfect lie.
Great shot.
Ball rolled out pretty darn good, Joe. Just under 300 yards.
I mean, both guys looking at scoring distance here.
Sun's going away, guys.
Yeah, Stretch is looking at 130 yards. Uphill about 25 inches, so just about 2 feet uphill. But again, that pin's tucked in that front side. All right, Stretch electing to play a little fade here. Will it have enough? Oh, just short. Ends up in the left side bunker.
Who put that there? Kind of a tuck pin situation here.
Yeah, it is up front, so there's plenty of green behind the pin. But, you know, again, first hole, these guys are looking just to secure their spot on the dance floor. But John's looking at 71 yards. Right center of this fairway. He's going to have a little bit of a hook lie here, maybe more of a draw lie, excuse me. But again, taking aim, as you can see on that expanded screen, going to hug the right side of that green so it can just float on in. All right, shot is off, heading left. Both players are sitting right next to each other in that front right side or left side bunker, Joe.
So we calling this a splash off?
It could be a bunker splash off. John's going to give Stretch a little teach here on how this ball's going to respond out of the sand. You can see just under the yardage marker, you do see a percentage of power and spin. It's like 100% spin, but a little bit of a 72 to 78%, so should be pretty routine here. Oh, well done from John, but does enter and exit that gimme circle. So John is in for his bogey. Stretch looking to solidify a gimme circle, take the par, and the lead in this first match. Shot is off and does miss the gimme circle again, so both players do card bogey here at number 1, Joe. We're on number 2, still even Steven.
Yeah, both golfers. Good first hole. Kind of just off the circle, really. Save pars there.
So we getting this updated here. There is only one pop in this match, and it belongs to Mr. John Kornahrens on hole number 11. So again, it's going to be the battle of the best here. So they're going to be playing one extra bullet there for John, the back 9. Right, stretches off, a little fade, headed really, really nice shot here. Going to solidify into the right side of the fairway. Joe, I think that's a perfect shot here. Again, kind of a good look into that green. Does find that first ribbon of rough, but nothing that Dan Stretch can't handle.
Yeah, I mean, the shape of this hole, like it's gettable, especially like if you're a long hitter, you can kind of catch that hill, get it rolling down there, but there's a lot of danger.
Yeah, there's, again, for this hill, this course is on a hillside, so again, everything is going to be sloping pretty severely depending on the direction of the hole. Lucky the wind is pretty calm today, so just swirling up there the hole to left on this swing. John, good swing, but is headed right. Looks like he's going to just bypass the fairway bunkers, and he's still going to have a good look, but okay, so this is interesting. So as you can see, the grid around the ball does dictate the lie. Again, this is trying to be as accurate as we can to relate to an outside course. So this ball is going to be below his feet, Joe. Going to kind of cause this ball to start a little left and go right hard. 140 up. Looks like he's judged this really well, Joe.
Good.
Oh,
Great swing. Just missing. Gimme circle.
great shot.
Well done for Stretch. Settling in here. Swing looks pretty good for him. 85 yards, similar lie to what Stretch just experienced there. So John's going to go ahead and try to make a move here.
Couple practice swings. Gotta do a little lie check there.
It's aiming towards the left side of the green. It looks like it's gonna, okay. Does reach the dance floor. Maybe a little bit of a miss swing there, but does go ahead and card himself a par. I think we're gonna see this all day, Joe.
I think it's a battle of consistency.
Yeah, both players are very able. Obviously, with the pop situation, it's almost a heads-up match, but I don't think these guys are going to let anything get away from them, and playing for those pars and see if they can sneak a couple under the gimme circle to pull ahead in this match. So first par 3 here, number 3, 170 yards, slightly uphill green. Says he counted a little thin here. Looks like it might be a good miss though, Joe.
Oh, great miss.
Absolutely. Lands just about pin high, but again, for a not a happy swing there, Tan's pretty excited to go ahead and report that 3.
That's the shot of the day.
Yeah.
All right, John setting up here. Nice part about match play. You know what the other person did.
The teach is real here in match play, so John is off. It's like a high fade headed towards the right side of the green. Needs to dig in. Okay, does catch the right side of the rough, but Joe, this is a situation here, especially in indoor golf. He does have the ability to chip this in for the birdie. Once you are on the surface, it's an auto two-putt. Specific to indoor golf here, but this is an interesting chance for him to get a little aggressive and see if he can.
It's kind of like a valley of opportunity. Good looking spot to be though. Like good amount of green to work with here.
Let's get this on the ground and rolling. Looks really good.
Oh,
Okay. Takes the aggressive play here. Does land himself off the green, so he's got another shot. Just left of this pin. Our first move here in the match. 6 yards.
Do it.
no.
Right.
Hey, Dan, you guys hold just 1 second. We're just going to refresh the screen real quick.
So the match has
Once you see
made
that
its
little
move. Mr. Dan Stretch
screen come off
pulling
here.
one ahead here with the par, while Mr. Kornahrens has
yeah.
bogey. First blood has been drawn, Joe.
Good looking match so far. I think two very evenly suited competitors here. Could be good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that how they saw this the winter madness is all played out. I think that it's been pretty even matchups. Really exciting matches to see. So again, congratulations, thank you to Mr. Josh Klaus for putting all this together, taking it out of his mind and making it a reality. So Stretch with the point grab there on the last hole. We are coming to our first par 5, Joe. 519 yards. Looks like a little dog leg left. It looks like a little fade here into the right center of the fairway. Playing the slope. Pretty A-plus perfect.
It's a pretty long hole to get there into. 540 yards, OB right.
And the dotted line that you guys see on the holes, the far dotted line, is going to be near the houses. Is all out of bounds. So again, if you get risky and you hit one into Carol's backyard, you're going to have to take that one again.
That's why I grew those trees. Need a little privacy over there.
Jones' shot is off.
I don't know if we really clocked this. He took the pro line here.
He did. He was trying to go up that secondary fairway, that split line. But, again, maybe a little miss hit, but nothing that he can't handle. Still landing himself about 225 yards in the fairway. So he's going to have a look here. A 300-yard shot, Joe. If it's me and getting inside these players' heads, this is really about going and solidifying, hitting on the surface. Shots.
Yeah,
Also
absolutely.
taking the risky play this early in the match anyway.
Yeah, looks like we had a bunker on left fairway here. Around like 230 yards, 240.
Especially with this fairway coming. Can't drain right to left. That probably will play. So the other side asking for it to fade. We have it, Joe. It's like they put it there on purpose.
Just short. I think that rough saved him there.
All right, the Stretch Meister looking at 287 yards. Second shot here at Montecito Club.
Is there an origin story to Stretch?
Stretch Meister came in. I'll have to go into this. Headed up the right side. Get on the ground and give him a little kick.
You avoided the danger there with the tree.
Up to that line, but yeah, the Stretch story is a fun one. He came in like a tornado one day, beginning of our club open, and tell you what, his head was spinning. He said, "Oh my gosh, I got golf here. I got the people here. I'm a golf nut." And I think in about 45 seconds, he was gone. But then an email came through and said we earned our newest member, Mr. Dan Stretch. Okay, does land himself in that little spider bunker just left of the green, Joe.
Diabolical. Who keeps putting him there?
I know. A little small one too, but looks like John's in the rough. A little bit of a downhill lie. Looking at 61 yards. Again, look at this pin, Joe. This pin is all the way up front. Just a little bit of a backboard there, but again, it's pretty wild how tucked these pins are today.
Stepping up to the ball. Got 65 yards.
All right, looks like he had a clean lie on it. Looking pretty good, Joe.
Oh,
Come on. Oh. It's a fantastic shot from that lie. Unfortunately, just short of the gimme circle. Here we are with Dan Stretch's fourth shot from the greenside bunker. 11 yards. Again, short-sided.
That little piece of rough there can be sticky too.
You called it, Joe. Needed to get it going a little bit more. Probably concerned about taking it too far, but Dan's fifth shot just off the green. Okay, here we go. Dan's in the gimme circle. Looks like John does grab one back there with a par. This match is all square.
Getting some action.
All right, John does claim the tee box here. Number 5, 429 yards. Plotting his attack here. John's swing is off. Looks like it's fading just around the corner here.
Well, John.
Yeah, well done.
A lot of the holes here, it's that left or right sloping fairway, fader's paradise.
Yeah, I would agree. Something they feel pretty confident in, but there is no doubt that the severity of these slopes are affecting these players' balls once they get on the ground. Dan stretches off. Beautiful drive up the left side. This is what we're here to see. Well done, Danny boy.
It kind of looks like back pin kind of tucked up on a shelf here.
Fairly protected green here with those two bunkers, one short right, one long left. Going to kind of force these players to hit a golf shot that's going to land in that front middle part of that green and see if they have the ability to get it all the way back. Dan's fading this thing in. Looks really good, just needs to sit down. Okay, does land just on the back side of this green. He's going to have a pretty testy short-sided downhill chip, but I believe in my man Dan. All right, John is 134 yards out. Kind of saw that that approach from Dan's last swing. Again,
You also just got to be thinking, get it on the dance floor.
yeah, correct. Just going ahead and taking it while it comes and just getting this thing on the surface.
I will say, haven't done this now a couple days. I really enjoyed just kind of seeing how people work the TrackMan. Like, how do they approach knowing their swing, knowing the course, kind of set like in a way that you kind of get in the player's head of how are you lining up when you're stepping over a shot.
All right, John, going ahead and taking his swing and does land himself off the green. So both players are chipping on their third shots. But I agree, Joe. It's kind of interesting. Obviously, there's a lot of technology and a lot of data that you can digest while you're playing. But seeing the familiarities as how they want to place this, what side do they want to go, they're taking into account all of the things that are going to affect their golf ball. But yeah, the TrackMan again, kind of the gold standard here in simulator play, and tons of ability to really, really dig deep and get what you need to make sure that you're playing the best golf that you can.
Yeah. All right, John's standing over a tester here. And like we saw on that chip earlier, the rough here is Velcro.
You're calling it like it is, Joe. It is very sticky.
It is tough.
John,
and the greens are rolling here pretty good too. It reminds me kind of was it Tiger at Pebble Beach, or was it Pebble or Torrey, when he was like above the pin, like had this nasty flop shot where it was a ton of danger.
Yeah, it might have been, if it was in Pebble, might have been a similarity for these California courses. But unfortunately, Dan does land on the green, but outside the gimme circle, so that would be in for a 5. This is John's fourth shot, so does need to solidify this in the gimme circle. Now these red tick marks, that does dictate the break on the green, so pretty severe left or right. Playing it pretty darn well. John is rolling out and staying in that gimme circle. It's a well done for Mr. John. I apologize. Both players do card a bogey there, so we are still square through the 5th hole.
All right, we're moving to hole 6 here, par 3. Downhill but long.
You know, this tee box, it's about 30 feet above the green, so chopping down a little bit of distance, but you know, this is a big boy par 3. John up on the box. Yeah, I do remember this. These par 3s are tough. You know, pretty long distance, but these greens aren't the biggest in the world, so demanding a solid swing from each player. Good swing here from John, just asking for it to go. Get through that trouble. I think it does, Joe. So dealing with a little tree trouble.
Oh, no.
He should be able to play this, though. John's going to go ahead and hit that drop button and see what it's going to give it to him. Yes, it is.
Yep.
So in a precarious lie, but not being penalized with any strokes. We'll have the grounds crew get up there and check his lie.
I think some movable obstacles up there. All right, stretch stepping up. Looks like a hybrid in hand.
Yeah, it looks like it's a
no.
fairway wood, but I do like this play. I think that most of the trouble being short, this is a good idea. Oh, I love it. It's high in the air, fading towards the green. And, oh, a little bad break there. Does land in that right side bunker. Okay, our grounds crew is here, and we do see Mr. John Kornahrens' ball, but he is dealing with some issues here, but just under 50 yards out from the green. The pin is back, so he can get this on the surface, Joe, and kind of let it develop. But
yeah, I think he's got room here to get it up a little bit.
You never know out of these lies. It could knuckle out of there, or it could be a perfect one, or it could be a flyer. You just really don't know when you're in these scrub lies. Right, safely out, and touches the dance floor, but does come all the way back to the fringe here. You know, as we are sitting in the booth here, Joe, Mr. Bob Euchre does come around to mind. He has unfortunately left us and passed, but got to kind of channel the inner Bob today. Known for his one-liners and movie appearances, he's one of the best.
I mean, I can certainly lean into not being cut enough to make the tournament here.
All right, John's ball is on the ground, traveling towards the hole, just short of that gimme circle. John's in for his bogey. Dan stretches second. Pretty cute wedge here. Oh, Stretchmeister coming in, ice in his veins. Solidifies his par inside the gimme circle. Stretch takes one back here at hole number 6.
Nervy up and down.
You know, I think that after him being able to see John's trials and tribulations, that was a timid chip for him to solidify that, but had some room there and really just needed to put a good wedge on the golf ball. All right, hole 7, measuring 310 yards. Green just curls around to the left. All right, Stretch is up the left side. Does enter some tree trouble. Does look like he is in front of that big tree, so might have a look to be able to guide one around and onto the surface.
Yeah, it looks like the number here is around 240. Kind of a tweener distance for folks. If you're a long hitter, it looks like you can kind of get into some trouble up near the green. Kind of chokes there around that 236 number 2.
All right, John is also headed up the left side. Doesn't catch any shrapnel there, but he's going to be looking with a pretty interesting second shot here. Coming out of a mulch lie, 191 yards. He's got to decide. He does have an extra fairway up there to the left if he does want to elect to play something out to get him a good look at the hole, but looks like he's just going to take this as what it is, change a little club selection here, and probably keep this low and coming out hot, Joe.
It looks like he's going for the tall iron.
Okay, does elect to take it left. Unfortunately, does land himself in a little bit more trouble here, but heading over to Stretch. He is in front of that tree. Again, small tree in front of him, 129 yards. I do think he's going to be able to get this golf ball up and over that tree. Pretty protected front side of that bunker in line with his golf ball, but
You almost got to think 130 is your minimum here.
yeah, absolutely. Out of that lie, does look like it's just waning a touch, but is up and out and seems like it's going to bypass all the trouble short, so he's going to have a testy wedge up on the left side of this green. All right, John's third, coming out of another scrub lie here at 61 yards. Looks like he's ahead of most of the issues that he's dealing with, and he's got plenty of green right, Joe. So it looks like he is electing, as you see him taking a little aim over on the right side of this green.
So we might want to call up TLC, get some no scrubs in here.
All right, John's ball is up and out. Looks like it's just on the front side of the screen and solidifies the dance floor for a 5. Dan Stretch's third shot, currently 1 up in the match.
So at circle, got an opportunity here.
Asking for it to settle down, but maybe some spin. Ooh.
It's tough. I mean, when you're, I feel like any rough lie, it's really hard to get those pitches to settle.
I agree. I mean, that's kind of the emulating of what it does outside. It's not going to have that spin. It's not going to have that clean contact. So the ball is going to be very hard pressed to spin. Dan's fourth shot here.
Does overshoot the gimme circle again, so it looks like he is going to give up a stroke here, as you can see on the screen. Not happy with that, but Stretch does card a double bogey. John with a bogey and grabs one back there to bring us to all square. Keep fighting, boys.
All right, moving on to hole 8, par 5, second hardest hole on the property. Pretty long, but it's tight, and you're playing that OB the whole way up there.
Yeah, you get the freeway up the right side, which is always going to be in these players' minds. But again, aiming far enough left to bypass that. So looks like John's taking a fairway metal off the tee for a little bit more control. Headed up the left side, looking really good.
He juiced that.
He did. 150 miles an hour ball speed with a fairway wood. He is finding his groove, folks.
Well, John.
All right, Stretch hitting the auto delete button, getting all those bad memories out of his brain, making sure he puts a good swing on his first here at number 8. All right, headed left. Looks like it's trying to do the patented stretch fade, but it's going to land just off the left side into the rough. So again, Stretch here at 300 yards out, Joe. Again, I think it's really more of just figuring out how to get back into a safe area of this hole and progress and get this thing back onto the green.
And stepping up here with a fade, that OB's lurking.
He's got to be careful. Yeah, this fairway does canter a little left to right, so he's got to be solid on this swing. Headed up the left side, does grab a little tree trouble there and stops short of the hazard. So, again, unlucky and lucky all at the same time. All right,
He's
John.
about 290 out. Kind of landing area around 240-ish.
Yeah, it looks like this green is going to be a little uphill. So, if he's not looking to get it to the pin, he's probably going to be playing short, as you can see on this minimized screen, just giving him a good look, a good number to come into the green for his third shot. All right, steady up the left side fading, needs to get down. Okay, does catch himself over the right side, inbounds, Joe, but just crossing the cart path there.
Yeah, interesting to see when we get back up to that ball, what his line's looking like.
Yeah. Stretch looking at 206 yards. He's got enough club in his hands to make it a good pass here. All right, ball headed up, headed right, and he is solidified himself in a flat lie in the front side bunker. Okay, here we are. We do see John's ball. Looks like another scrub lie just right of the cart path. It's going to be a slightly below his feet. So 93 yards again. I think these guys have the scoring clubs to be able to attack this. So John's third.
Yeah, I'm hoping he's got enough room here. It looks like he's kind of under the canopy of this tree.
All right, John, third shot. All right, looks like you got a clean shot off that. Headed right, needs to grab a piece here, but looks like he's just off the right side, Joe. All right, Stretch, looking at 21 yards, similar to, you know, he's played out of the sand here at Montecito, so it looks like he's got some room to work in front of this pin, so confident bunker shot here. Okay, does catch a little awkward shot there, but again, solidified on the dance floor.
Man, he's got to be sick of looking at those bunkers today.
Yeah, he's dumping the sand out of his shoes now. He's had enough of that sand. All right, John's fourth shot here, about 20 yards off the right side of this green. As you can see, the high end of this green is located in red.
Yeah, this ball's going to move.
All this yellow is flat. Oh, this is a great shot. Oh, comes in, visits, but exits the gimme circle. So well done there. I think that looks like John's going to go ahead and card a bogey as well as stretch. So we do remain tied. Now, coming into the 9th hole, reminder that we do have a single pop on hole 11. So after these players use the facilities, check out the pro shop. Maybe they've been looking at a ball mark or a hat that they liked inside the clubhouse, but maybe even a pork missile, you know, something roller dog.
Just a little get right.
156 yards here at number 9, par 3.
I think they, called an order into the turn.
Let them know they're coming in hot. All right, John playing a beautiful fade here. Needs to dig in just a touch. Well done. Played it right where he was aiming, kind of taking aim at that tree, settling in nice. Yeah. So just letting us know, our producer, letting us know that there's now 50 viewers. Welcome to Winter Madness, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Very exciting stuff to have you guys with us. All right, stretches up, headed left. Looks like he's taking that same aim that John did. Needs to sit. Ooh, okay. Both players do record a card, taking it to the limit, getting to the very back edge of that green.
All square going into the turn.
Match is intense. These guys are good. All right, Joe, we have been told that we are live here.
Yes.
Again, it's been fun. I know it's going to be even better as we get through these matches today. You're going to have to be holding down the fort. I am playing here at 11:30 against Mr. Max Maxfield. So
I know I got to take my color commentary hat off and then get my primary.
I believe in you, buddy. Okay, 10th hole, par 4, 327 yards, 65 feet downhill, Joe. Ooh, nice speed out of John, 163 miles an hour of ball speed. Fading to the right side. Looks like he's going to be pretty happy with this. Does stop short of those green side bunkers.
Man.
Well done for John.
Great shot. I think anywhere, if you're down there, I think it's distance is more important than your line here.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's all things considered on these holes. This one's not as doesn't have as many teeth as the ones we've seen prior, but I'd stretch off with a good shot, hit it up the right side. Looks like this. Hopefully, this lie is going to give him a little love here. Okay, does solidify himself on the right side. Slight bit of tree trouble, but Dan does like to play the fade. So again,
he's got the shot shape for it. He's got room to work too.
Yeah, that green stretches out kind of wider than it is deep, but he's got plenty of green here on the left side. Stretches off. That lie probably just gave him a little bit of trouble there. Ball was above his feet, so forcing that ball to go left.
But he's still got room to work for an up and down.
That's correct. John's second shot, 36 yards. Coming to the heart of the screen. Looks like that pin is on a little bit of a hill, Joe. So once it does hit the green, it's going to be on an uphill route. So looks like he can pretty good swing on this. Just getting it on the surface, let it run up there. Maybe a little low skitter.
Yeah, I think this lie is actually going to work in his favor here.
All right, takes dead aim. Oh, well done. Does get a little fringe kick, but does kick him offline, but
Great
again,
shot.
safely on for his par. All right, stretches third off the top left portion of the screen. Does see the entire slope here. So I think that if he can play this maybe onto the fringe on the left side of the hole and let it just kind of develop on its own, Joe.
Man, this looks like trying to chip onto a Pringle here.
Could be a Lay's. Definitely not a Dorito, but Pringles for sure. Stretch does it pretty darn good.
Oh,
I
wow.
love that. Well done, Stretch. Well done.
Phenomenal up and
Well
down
done.
there.
Both players do record a par there. We are all even Steven. Heading into the lone bullet for Mr. John Kornahrens. We're back at the freeway, Joe.
Yeah, similar to hole 8, playing that OB line, hardest hole on the property. Almost, 550-yard par 5, copy paste.
I agree. So similar layout like you had just mentioned, but again, they've got all of California to the left side of this hole, Joe. So as faders of the golf ball, I think that they're definitely not even considering hitting this ball anywhere near that OB line. Oh no, here's one's turning over right. Needs to get on the ground. Okay, does solidify himself inbounds, Joe, so gets a lucky break there.
Had 162 ball speed on that. I think that adrenaline's kind of ramping up here.
I agree. He knows that this is his time to utilize the pop that he has, so Stretch has got to just try to neutralize John here. Like this move by Stretch, taking it up the left side, letting the ball do what it does best, and canter back into the center of the fairway. Great shot,
Beautiful
Mr.
shot.
Dan Stretch.
Playing the land.
Okay, so John is again in another scrub line. Lots of scrubs out here at Montecito Club, but
Me included.
looks like he's just trying to advance this to get to a shot where he can be aggressive in for his third. So take a long iron here.
Yeah, I think it's a smart play. You don't need all of it.
Does catch some branches here on the left side. Kicks him into the thick. Okay, this is where Dan has got to keep his composure here. Just kind of play his game. 290 yard. Playing the patented fade up the left side.
Yeah, well struck
And
3-wood.
Well done for Dan. This is where you really see the nerves. You know, Dan's gotta make a shot here, and he does. Well executed by Mr. Dan Stretch. Okay. John is looking at 148 yards, some severe tree trouble in front of him. And this is a question that he does have that extra bullet. Does he take his medicine, Joe? Does he try to play something out in the fairway, or does he?
Yeah, I'm curious just to watch him approach this.
So
It
as we
looks like
see
he is.
here, he does look like he's going to be headed right and wants to be rewarded with a clean lie for his fourth shot. So just looking to clip this back into the playing area. Yeah, well done for John. Does solidify himself in with a clear shot of the green for his fourth. 142 yards. Greens are looking like they're getting bigger here as we progress through the Montecito Club, but pin is tucked far right side. So again, you can see by his aim, he is looking for the dead center of this surface. All right, solid swing from John. Fading in really nicely. Going to hit the center of the screen, and hopefully it settles. Oh, a little too much sauce on that. Does reach the back side of the green here at 11.
So it looks like Stretch has neutralized the pop so far. Similar position.
Yeah, this is Stretch's third shot. All right, taking an aggressive line here. I love this. Comes back in, asks for some spin.
Catch it.
Oh, baby.
Oh, lights the candle.
Wow. Well done. Fantastic golf shot from Mr. Dan Stretch.
Really good, buddy.
All right, John's just off the backside here at 11. 14 yards. Again, as you can see, the tick marks on the screen are racing left to right.
Yeah. So at this point, he's got to hoop it for a push.
You know, I think that is correct, Joe. It's going to be a pretty tough one. But again, in match play and Winter Madness, all things are possible. Oh, looks really good. Looks really good. Oh, a little too much speed on that slick surface, and does reach the back end of the green here.
And just a little chip on. Hole's already concluded
again,
here.
Yeah, Dan does take one back there. Very, very good hole played for Mr. Dan Stretch, carding a birdie there.
Man, big statement.
Absolutely. So again, folks, the pops are done for the rest of this match. Heading over to hole number 12. Par 4, measuring in at 458 yards. Joe, looks like this is similar to that hole number 1 where the fairway is sloped right to the left. So again, these players probably taking a fade up the left side and letting it dig into that. Stretches off, doing just that.
Great looking shot.
Steady Eddie. Tell you what, these guys are good. Playing their games. Being patient.
And I mean, as we've seen over and over with these matches like that, consistency gets rewarded. Like course management, knowing your game.
And it's taking the temperature of your competitor, you know, who you're playing against, what are they doing? And, you know, both players do want to advance here to the second round of Winter Madness, but I think that, you know, as we get closer, such a tight match, we might see a little bit more aggressive plays come out here, Joe. All right, John headed up the right side of this fairway, so it should give him a love tap here. Well done for John, taking it up the right side, letting that slope take him back into the right center of this fairway.
It's a long approach here. Looking at 216. Bunker right on the line. You almost, with the lay of the land here, that front right corner on the green looks really good.
Yeah, you know, and with this lie, with the ball being above his feet, Dan's just trying to get something out into that front end of that approach. All right, it does look like he's headed left, but he's not going to be punished here. He's just going to be just off the left side. I think this is a good play. Maybe a miss hit, but a lucky miss for Dan Stretch.
Good spot to be. He's got some green to work with.
All right, John's looking at 203 yards. Right center of this fairway. Ball will be above his feet here, so kind of in his little his trio here is he can, for his second shot, gonna just, I think he's got the ability. He's got a long iron, so again, as you can see, those practice swings are nice and full. Looks like he's gonna make a move here, Joe.
56 people watching. That's a new record.
All right, struck hard, and it looks like it's on a good line, but man, did he hit this thing hard. Okay. Crunched and lands himself behind the green into the tall stuff.
What did he have for breakfast today? It was like a 240-yard
3-iron?
3-iron?
4-iron? All right, here we are in the scrub territory. So as you can tell, the blue being the low part of this green, red being the high. This is going to take a ride left to right, kind of in line with those trees. So he's just looking to get this 10 paces onto this green and let this thing fall right. Looks like it's well executed. And here's the roll. Go, baby, go. Oh,
Excellent shot there.
great shot. Not rewarded with a gimme circle, but he is on the surface. All right.
So Stretch stepping up. He can make a move here. Really get some distance. He's currently 1 up.
Ice in his veins. Stretch, just sit. Well done for Stretch.
Takes another one.
Stretch does like that hole. He cards a par. John cards a bogey. Dan grabs one more, bringing this match 2 up through 12 holes.
Here's that aerial cam. I love a good shared fairway. I think that's a really cool.
You see that? Dan, it just hit you. Oh. So
What we'll do is let John hit. I'm sure he can. He's going to have to go up to the TrackMan button, Dan. Yeah, it registered, though. Hit that one in the top left. And then hit your name. Oh, no, that's not going to do it. Right.
well, it should go to the last shot. Sorry. Yeah, it didn't do anything.
Folks, we're sorting out some tech mulligans here.
John, what we would do is we'd call it a penalty, basically, and then we're just going to have to, rework the score physically. But let him re-hit it as a penalty. No, let's Stretch. You're gonna hit your T-ball, but you're gonna be +1 on a stroke. So it's fine. It's just if you lose the hole because of that extra stroke, we'll know you're still 2 up. You're not. You're hitting 1. You're hitting 3 on the screen though. All right, cool.
So, folks, I'm not sure if that audio got captured here. Yeah. Working out a couple of tweaks. We had a misregistered hit, so it looks like Stretch is on his 3rd shot here, but we'll manually go back and kind of get our
Just
score
a
sorted out
little
here.
tech issue there. The Doppler system here on the TrackMan is can be very temperamental, but more times than not, it's pretty solid. But again, we're going to do some manual override there. But John on the tee box here at 13, 386 yards, shared fairway, as Mr. Joe Carroll mentioned. All right, John playing this textbook up the left side, fading into the promised land. Well done. Well hit golf ball. 300-yard drive here for Mr. John Kornahrens.
And that's like a TV timeout and then a kicker stepping up and just nailing a 60-yarder. Mm-hmm.
All right, Dan looking a little tree trouble here. He's got an ability to take it both left and right just to bypass some of the danger that he's looking at, but looks like he might be taking a fairway metal low and hot.
He's saying, what tree?
Exactly. All right, catches some shrapnel, but gets a good kick back into the fairway. So all things equal, he's going to have another look here. Plot his attack here at 13.
All right, Stretch stepping up for his 3rd shot.
That's correct.
118 yards, 9 feet downhill.
Doesn't like it off the club, but hit well. Oh, baby. Does reach the green. Pulled a little Hideki Matsuyama there. Didn't like it, but we love it. So stretches on and confirmed for his bogey. John getting ready to hit his second shot from 87 yards out. Again, this has got to be a situation where he just needs to stay steady and hit this on the green. It's going to be an easy hole for him. All right, smooth and steady, headed fading in, needs to get on its horse. Just a touch. Okay, well, oh, solidified on. Well done. Takes one back there at 13 from Mr. Dan Stretch. That brings the match to being 1 up for Mr. Dan Stretch.
And
Yeah.
yeah, big time par there. Kind of 2 holes in a row, starting to move. Yeah,
Good job, boys. Good match.
settling in for a good rest of the match here.
Agreed.
Thanks for being entertaining. Just 56 people watching you guys play golf right now. Pretty wild. Let that sink in when you play golf. You might not be great golf. It don't matter.
Yeah, just wanted to say again, thanks everybody for joining us. We got 56 watching the stream, setting a new record for our Winter Madness matches here.
I think it's because you came, Joe.
Stop.
197-yard par 3 here. John has taken it up the left side with a patented fade, but he's hit this one well. Needs to get a little speed taken off this. Oh, this is great.
That was a golf shot.
Look at this, guys. This could be really interesting. Reach just a bit.
go.
Reach just a bit.
Oh!
And he lights the lamp. Let's go. Wow. All right, Stretch's response here. It's fading over here to the right edge. It does give him a rough lie, so he can go ahead and tie this and reclaim his 1-up lead if he just dunks it, Mr. Carroll.
Gotta love a good basketball term for Winter Madness.
All right, Stretchmeister. It does hit this well, but it is going to race past the pin.
That's a good chip.
John grabs one back, bringing us all square. All right. Getting into the finishing holes here at Montecito Club.
Great shot, John. That was awesome, man.
Very neat. Very fun to watch.
Wow. 4 score movements. We've went 2 up. We are back to even.
First time ever.
Thank you all who have four devices going at once. We do appreciate you for these numbers. All right. 396-yard par 4. Wind's going to be in his face. All right, John headed right. Oh, does catch some tree trouble here. Looks like he will be inbounds, but not in a great shot position. Going to be right up against the base of that tree, but
That almost could be an unplayable territory.
it could be. But with cartoon golf, I think you're able to play anything. So we'll have to take a look when the grounds crew does locate his golf ball. Sticks a flag in the scrub lie over there, giving us a look. All right, Dan just needs to shake out all the nerves and put a good swing on this golf ball. All right, here he is. Ice in his veins, heading up the right side, going to be absolutely picture perfect. Well done, Mr. Stretch.
Great shot. Both guys are amped up a little bit. I think we're seeing about 5 extra miles an hour.
Well, they're just passing the torch back and forth. So, with the match all tied at 15, this is big territory. So, here we are. John kind of going up to see what this is actually going to look like, but really, this is about getting out of danger and just getting himself back into a lie where he can attack this pin for his third shot, but again, can't really see what he's dealing with at the ball, so anything is possible here.
I like where his head's at here, though. You got room left. Like, get out where you can take a third shot at it.
Correct. Oh, no. So that's where that unknown lie was coming into place. Does hit probably a tree root of some sorts and does kick him just a little bit left of his original stance.
That is a tough break.
All right. He is on the upslope of this hill, so he's going to have to get this up and out. All right. He is out. Headed up the left side and just get him a little kick so he gets a... Oh, it's perfect. Well done.
Great shot.
Overcoming adversity, and he is out back into the fairway. Okay. Stretch's second shot, 151 yards. Looks like he's either going to be playing a little draw here, a little tight draw from the up on the right side and let it come back, but again, in this situation, he's got to be thinking just anything on the surface.
Dance floor, dance floor, dance floor.
Okay, caught it a little heavy, but it looks like it's going to be just fine. Like, give him a little nudge here. Oh, well done. Well done. Well done, Mr. Stretch. Does secure a par there.
A little local knowledge, Montecito boy. Native California.
All right, as Stretch wipes his brow, waiting for his playing partner to approach his fourth shot here at 15.
Do something special here.
All right, shot is off. Looks like on a good line. Needs to go just a touch. Okay, does find that front right side bunker, so Stretch does grab one back here at 15, and John's just going to hit this bunker shot. Get it up and out. That rough is pretty tall here at Montecito, so again, just going through the motions to solidify the end of this hole, but
Grounds crew put in a lot of work getting set up for tournament conditions here.
I saw a guy out with scissors, Joe. There's not a piece of grass that is not out of it's out of place here. They're very proud of the Montecito Club, and we can see why.
Yeah. I mean, picture perfect day. 70, sunny, 3-mile-an-hour winds.
Pretty balmy. All right, 16, Joe. It's a 404-yard par 4. Stretch is ready. Nice swipe. Headed up the left side, fading in. Hopefully he doesn't... Yeah, let's just stay right there. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Frog's Hair himself, he is in the edge of the fairway in the rough pretty much all day here today, but as he does have a one-up lead here, no pops left on the match, putting the pressure here on Mr. John Kornahrens.
But as we've seen things move fast. This will be a fun remainder of the match here.
I agree. Plenty of golf left. These closing holes are something special. All right, John's shot is off. Headed up the left side. Looks like it's fading. Needs to either... Okay, looks like he's going to get past that first one and does split these bunkers. Locates himself in the right side rough. All right, Dan looking at 155 yards on a slight upslope. As you can see, this fairway is anything but flat. Pretty hard left to right here, but both players in their groove here, know what the ball's doing off the club, so.
Looks like it got a little room in back of the pin here. Danger is that short of the number offline.
Sounded really good. Looks really good. Oh, hits the number perfectly.
Great shot.
Oh, wow. Pin high, but just outside of the gimme circle. Dan is in for his par.
So 136 here. Pressure's on. Got to get it on the green.
Yeah, it's John's second. Again, kind of a similar area where we just saw a stretch. Ball's going to be below his feet, so it's going to want to curl a little left to right here, but yeah, John's got to be thinking, and this is the time where he's got to start playing aggressively. All right, hits hard on a great line.
Look. Come on.
Do it.
Come on.
Do it.
Come on.
Oh. An
What an
excellent
answer.
swing from John. Both players parting a par, and we are headed up to 17.
Folks, this is free.
Yeah. Brought to you free from the Gimme Golf Club.
Yeah. All right, par 3. Ooh. Love a good late par 3.
I tell you what, it demands a golf shot. 171 yards, so it is no slouch here. Wind is about 3 miles an hour off the right side, swirling.
Pins tucked on that right side.
Oh, playing his patented fade. Looks really good, Joe.
Man, he knows his shot.
He does. He knows his numbers. Incredible golf shot. Rang the bell. Solidifies his par.
Ice in his veins.
I tell you what, the Stretchmeister is exactly that. The Stretchmeister.
One of my buddies in college was nicknamed Stretch, and it was literally just because we were like sitting in a room. We were like, we need a friend named Stretch.
And you
He
just
pointed.
donned him right
and-
there.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
So shout out to Dan Myers.
Stretch.
Stretch.
All right, John's shot is off. Headed up the left side, fading in. Looks like it's got the distance. Looking pretty good. Oh, okay. Oh, no, baby. Oh.
Oh,
All right, John, letting everybody know he is still in this match. Oh, my gosh.
Strong here. Come on, boys. Strong.
yes. Bow, bow, bow. Like,
5 people hanging out watching this match go down to the wire.
All right, Joe Carroll, we've got 18. It is a par 5 to solidify the end of this match.
all comes down to this. There is dotted lines everywhere. It's just about settling in.
Just like before, hitting the golf shots, not letting anything enter his mind other than swinging free. All right, stretches off up the left side. Going to see. Oh, does catch a little branch here. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right, Stretch is facing some adversity, but it is a par 5. There is plenty of golf to be played on this hole.
I think everybody frowned except John on that.
Tried to keep his smile impressed. Trees are real. I'm sure Joey Julius is one of these 66 people that are viewing this, and I hate to tell you, they are real, buddy.
The disciples of arbor deniers.
All right, John has a window of opportunity. Some may say it's a door creaking open here. All right, stays away from those phantom branches, headed right, but entering another plethora of trees, but escapes on the right side, so he's going to be able to play up that secondary fairway. Hate to see this for Dan Stretch, but again, he's got to keep his emotions in check. Got to hit a good golf shot here. Par 5, baby.
Ball struck 3 wood.
Headed up the left side, not doing the fade. Probably dictated on that lie, but again, giving himself the ability to hit his next shot from a clean line.
All right. Folks, looks like
We'll come back tonight, Stretch. We'll saw that thing down.
word's getting spread here. The crowd's gathering around the 18th green.
Yeah, we shut down the Montecito Club today. The members not so happy about it, but we just said that we have stuff to do. So John's second shot here at the par 5 18 is measuring 318 yards now. How did this mulch lie? Right-headed left does catch some tree trouble. These trees are real here at Montecito. Not happy about that, but
looks like we kind of had a tree equalizer here.
yeah, making it very, very interesting. Dan's third shot, 310 yards. Staying within his swing, gonna take a fairway medal. All right, shot looks good. Headed a little right though. Needs to get past. Okay, survived some of those dreaded trees here at 18.
Folks, we've been playing Sequoia National Park for the 18th hole
Tell you
here.
what. I tell you what. Dan with, sorry about that, folks. He does love his S words. All right, John is looking at 279 yards. Ball is going to be above his feet. Coming out of that first cut of rough.
Taking the fairway medal.
All right, splitting all the trouble. Looks really good.
Got every ounce of it.
Hop. Okay, does solidify himself just short of that fairway bunker, so gonna have a good look for his fourth. All right, stretches 141 yards out. Mulch lie, but has plenty of the power. The spin's gonna be the little bit of an issue here, but again, I don't see this being anything too crazy for stretch here. Compressed golf ball. Asking for it to go.
Tracking right
Look
at
at
it.
this. Oh, it hits it too well. That is a lot of ball speed coming off that. So Dan does land far side of this green. Gonna have a testy chip coming back onto the surface.
All right, so we just saw Stretch's fourth. This is John's fourth. Doors creaked open.
All right, Johnny boy, got to dig deep here. He's got a little downhill lie here. Checking out the Topo heat map here.
Got to thank our grounds crew for stepping out there and tracing some lines.
All right, John is off. Hit this well, needs to sit. Okay, does find himself on the back end side of this green.
All right, folks. Chipping contest.
On 18. Cinderella story here, folks.
We got to
Both
light the
players
candle.
Are on their fifth shot here at the par 5 18. Might be some extra golf here.
Both are short-sighted. We got to go high, soft. Yeah.
It's an incredible difficulty shot here. Stretch is going to go ahead and bounce that through the fringe and settles. No!
Oh my goodness, what a shot.
Does the impossible, but does not get rewarded with a gimme circle there.
This rough is Velcro, and so anything short, it wouldn't have even made it on the green.
All right, John's looking at 9 yards off the left back portion of this green.
So inside 8 feet, we're looking at bonus golf.
We missed the circle. It's all she wrote.
And we've not had extra golf
actually,
yet in the
no,
tournament.
We don't. He stretches one up, so okay, yeah. All right, really nicely done here.
Settle.
All right, does solidify that. And we are getting some extra golf here Stretch with the double bogey. Kornahrens with a bogey, bringing this match all square.
Bonus golf.
Start playoff. Playoff? All right.
All right, folks. If you're sitting, start standing.
I agree.
All right,
Marshall grabbed the cart, bringing these boys back to hole number 1 here at Montecito Club.
we got to get the ropes set back up. The crowd on the 18th green, they're migrating over to the first hole.
Sprinting, Joe. They are sprinting over to hole number 1. All right, patented fade here for Stretch Meister. Look at this. Ball has eyeballs. Well done. All right, John, here on his first hole of the playoff here.
You got to think the heart rate right now is just
Absolutely jacked.
Yeah.
Our next match is here at 11:30. We do have some participants with that match rolling in to get some swings in, hitting the range session, but we're going back to hole number 1 here. Kornahrens. All right, well struck. Headed up the right side. Needs to settle down. Stay away from that pavement. Okay, he is inbounds. Yeah. Well, what's a warm up? I haven't swung a golf club in 10 days, so but I did put new grips on my club, so that's the same thing, right, Shelly? Okay. John, second shot. Playoff. 133 yards.
You got some collection area kind of on this right side. Right side's the miss.
Yeah, I agreed. It's going to be a little bit flat lie up there. Anything low and left is going to be a tough up and down.
Man, I got the jitters sitting here.
I'll tell you what.
I don't know if I'd want to be sitting over a golf ball right now.
All right, John's got that look in his eye. He's ready to hit a golf shot here. All right, up and over. Looks pretty darn good, Joe. Get a kick.
Get on.
Onto the surface. Stay right there.
Oh.
Oh, it squeaks back off. A quick visit to the green into the frog's hair. Dan Stretch, a little smirk on his face right now. He is the...
I think we managed to... This is our first frog hair in 19 holes.
on the green. There's plenty of frog's hair everywhere on this course. But...
Yes.
All right, Stretch looking at 114 yards from Paradise, center of the fairway here. Big high and fading in. Hit this hard. So he's going to solidify. Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
More frog's hair. More frog's hair.
The best thing in indoor golf is the chipping contest. Like an 8-foot wide hole.
All right, 2 chips to potentially settle this. Or move on.
All right, John dialing it up. 13 yards off the right side of this green. The greens are slippery here. Needs to settle. Oh, does exit off the front side of that green. So Stretch, third shot.
The door's creaked open.
Cute little chip here. Oh, looks really good. All right, Dan snuggling it up inside the gimme circle.
All right, we are in a must-make situation here, folks.
Dan is solidified in. John is looking and stalking this pin. He's going to have to dunk this.
We got folks standing in the clubhouse.
Do it. Do it. Oh, boy. Just short of the flag.
Wow.
And well done. This match is done after
match.
19 holes. Mr. Dan Stretch survives and advances.
Man, nothing like a morning 19.
I tell you what. Free golf, baby. Little extras. All right. Stretch is putting his covers back on his weapons, but he is being told to head up towards the podium to sign his name. That'll live forever.
Just want to say again, thanks everybody for joining us.
I tell you what, upper 70 viewers, Joe. This is big time for us, bud. I think we're trying our best to solidify some great content here, but we're going to take it to the podium cam here. Our Dan Stretch is coming up to the official Winter Madness 2025 board, and well done. Had to remember how to spell Stretch there, but he is on the board. Well done, Mr. Dan Stretch. Now, Joe, pretty incredible 19 holes of epic battle here at Montecito Club. Dan Stretch does emerge victorious. What do you think about that match?
Oh, man. Just, there's some greasy holes. I think, like, a little rough around the edges to start, and then they got hot at the end.
Tell you what,
That was fun.
When the pressure's on, battling through some adversity with those trees, but yeah, it was really fun to see these players dig deep and really fight all the way to the end. Went the distance and plus. So I think it was a fantastic effort from both players, and Stretch going ahead to survive to round 2 of Winter Madness. But we are gearing up for our 11:30 set of matches. We'll be back in 1 hour. Joe,
Kenny?
we'll see you soon.
It is time to make dreams a reality.
Don't you just love this time of year?
This is why we